Beating the odds, week 11, 6-7 last week. That drops us to 500 on the year, 61-61. Pathetic. It's been awful. We're going to pick it up. Guys, we got to pick it up. I've actually been okay, but these dudes know their stuff. All DraftKings lines. Got 12 bets, I believe, coming this week. Let's hit the phones.
Hey, Rob, Mike Story, beating the odds, week 11. We are struggling here, no doubt about it, but I got 3 bets this week. I think we're going to right the ship, looking to go 2-1 or 3-0, so let's dig in. I got 1 line and 2 props. So the line, this one, I'm going with the Los Angeles Chargers -1.5 versus the Bengals. This is at -113 on DraftKings. If you like the money line, you can get that at -122, but the official pick is the Chargers -1. The Chargers are arguably the best defense in the NFL. They haven't allowed any of their 9 opponents to score more than 20 points this year. 9 of those teams have scored 17 or fewer points. So this is just a strong defense led by Harbaugh. And their offense has scored 26 or more points in 3 straight games. No secret, when it comes to the Chargers, their magic number is 20. And the Chargers score 20 or more points. They are 6-0 straight up and against the spread. They finally have an offense that's producing through the air as well as on the ground. Cincinnati is just 4-6 right now, and their time is running out to make a playoff run. They are off a tough, emotional loss to Baltimore, lost by a point, 35-34. The Bengals do have a suspect history against the Chargers. They're 6-12 straight up in the last 18 meetings. So I am going with the Chargers -1. Next, go over to the Browns. We'll go with Cedric Tillman over 57.5 receiving yards at -120, also on DraftKings. I'm riding the wave with Tillman in an excellent matchup. Since Amari Cooper was shipped off, Tillman is over this line in 3 out of 3 games with 81, 99, and 75 yards receiving. He has 9+ targets in each of those games as well. Additionally, Tillman leads the Browns in first read rate at 25% in Jameis Winston's 2 starts so far. Now he gets the same team that's allowing 114 yards per game to outside receivers, which is 5th most in the league. No Marshawn Lattimore in this one, so the defensive back with the most targets, receptions, and yards allowed, Alontae Taylor, is lining up on the outside now. He was predominantly a slot corner. Cleveland run game stuck in the mud, plus Jameis the gunslinger leads to more good times for Cedric Tillman. I think he's going to roll. I'm sprinkling on his yardage up to 80 or 90 plus. Finally, going with the man, Russell Wilson, over 229.5 passing yards, -120 versus Baltimore. This has ticked up precipitously. This was at 217, 218 when it opened, so we're talking 11, 12 yards already. Over 229.5 is what it is at right now. Baltimore is very tough to run on, but quite friendly to opposing quarterbacks in terms of passing. The Ravens have allowed an average of 314 passing yards to opposing quarterbacks, and 8 out of the 10 QBs to face the Ravens have gone over this line. The only 2 who didn't were Bo Nix and Josh Allen. Both are strong dual-threat quarterbacks. Baltimore is a strong pass-funnel defense this year. They have the most pass attempts against them. Since Mike Tomlin installed Russell Wilson as the starting QB for Pittsburgh, Wilson has thrown 264, 278, and 195 yards, going over this line in 2 out of 3 games, despite the fact that he doesn't have more than 29 attempts in a game during that stretch. I think there's a strong possibility that facing a potent Baltimore offense, that Wilson's going to throw more than 29 times in this game. His current line is set at 30.5 on DK, which is a good option as well. I think that he's going to get to 34, 35, 37 passing attempts for Russell Wilson in this game, which should put him over that 229.5 passing yards. That's it for me. Good luck. Let's make some money this week.
Thank you, Story. Moving over to my bets. I got 4 plays this week. I know in a couple weeks there's like 6 teams on bye, so I'll just do 2 bets that week. Nick Chubb, 60.5 rushing yards. They're against the Saints. Love this one. Coming off a bye. He was getting the touches before the bye week. Dream matchup. They're 27th against the run. That's the Saints. Easy matchup. This is the game where he comes out and establishes himself as Nick Chubb again. Next bet. This is actually my bet of the week. I should have led with this one. Anthony Richardson back as the starting quarterback for the Colts. 36.5 rushing yards. Smashing that over. I love the alt line here of like 55 plus. I mean, his passing is just god-awful this year. They're going to protect him, and by protect him, I mean run the ball with Jonathan Taylor and do some RPOs, get this man involved. The Jets are terrible against the run, both with the quarterbacks and running backs. That's a defeated team that's giving up. Anthony Richardson's going to run all over them. He's hungry. He's got to prove he's the guy, and it's not going to be with his arm. Next bet, Will Levis, another quarterback rushing prop, over 13.5 rushing yards. I really like this one. The only issue here, the only thing that's scary is that I feel like he could get benched. Now, that's the only way I see him losing this. He's against the Vikings, who have a great defense. They blitz a lot. He's going to be under duress all game. What's he going to do? Pull the ball down and run it. That's one carry for this guy. He's super athletic. I think he had 41 yards his last game. He gets it done on the ground. Last bet, I had to do this one, thinking just practically. It's Tyreek Hill over 73.5 rushing and receiving yards. That protects you in case he has a 50-yard end around. He has not had a big play in what seems like 9 weeks. Even since Tua's been back 3 weeks, he hasn't had one yet. This is the game, man, against the Raiders. This is the game that he pops off. I don't see there's any way he doesn't have a 40-yard play in this game. And I also think they've had such a rough year that Mike McDaniel is going to run up the score. So I could see a play-action bomb up 28-7 if that is the case. If it's a closer game, even more opportunities for Hill. Love that one. Shawn Gocher, Crushthebook on Twitter. On X, check him out. His VIP package. It's been rough on the show for him, but overall in the NFL, I think he's up like 30 units. I'm going to read you his 3 picks here. He has first pick, Denver Broncos -2.5. They are at home against Atlanta. Next pick, Browns money line -108 against the Saints. I really do love that one, although it's hold your breath time when you bet on the Browns. And then Chiefs +2.5 on the road in Buffalo. Mahomes' history getting points is it's pretty sickening. So we'll see on those. Let's hear from Joe.
What's up, everybody? It's Joe here. We got Week 11 NFL. Popped off a 2-1 for you last week. Looking to go 3-0 to get into positive territory this week. Let's go. We're going to start off with the 6-point teaser. Odds are better than alternate spread line again. We're going Miami Dolphins -1. Paired with the San Francisco 49ers money line. So Niners are at home playing the Seahawks. CMC is back. Definitely the Niners are going to get this win. I'm loving it. They're going to come out strong. It's a divisional matchup. You know, they got to make up some ground here. So they're going to get right. Once again, get the W. Miami Dolphins at home as well. Tua is back. Hill's a little banged up. Not a problem. They're playing the Raiders. Raiders suck. Definitely doable lines. Moving on to go 2-0, we got Sam Laporta out over there in Detroit. Detroit's at home playing weak-ass Jacksonville Jaguars. We're going to go Jamison Williams over 43.5 receiving yards at -120. Definitely a gettable number with Laporta being out. And to finish it off, to go 3-0, we're going to go over 3.5 receptions for Jonnu Smith playing against the Raiders. A couple weeks back, I went Kelsey over 5.5 receptions against the Raiders. He got that in the first half. Raiders suck against tight ends. Tua is back. Let's go 3-0. Let's go.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, guys, for the picks. This is going to be the week, guys. Hop on this one. What is that? 13 plays. Man, I'm going to call 10-3. I want to say 9-4. I think 10-3. I'm going 4-0. So just pick up the slack a little bit, gentlemen, and we're gonna get that gravy train going. Let's make some money. Let's keep on beating the odds.
We're beating the odds. We're beating the odds. We're beating the odds.